Hello, and welcome back to Pokémon Moon. Last time, we captured UB03 Lighting, Circuitry. This time, we're going to go after the fourth one, which is apparently called Blaster. Now, in order to do this, instead of using bait, I'm going to bring out something which will work as bait by virtue of being lower level than the UBs, but higher level than the thing I want. Because I don't know exactly, or higher level than the things I don't want. Because I don't know what exactly the levels of the things will be, because I don't remember that detail. But it should be below 54, I would imagine. Now we're supposed to go to Route 13 on Ula Ula. Route 16... Route 12... Route 10... Now, of course I'll take forever to find it. Ah, it's right there. Okay. Should be in this direction. The hotel is right over here. Medi, thank you once again for coming. I've been waiting for you, Medi. Once again, we've already gathered the intel on the UB we were targeting. Mr. Nanu provided us with everything we needed to know. The UB that has been sighted on this island is known by the codename Blaster. It's a fearsome beast that apparently possesses a fearsome energy that will burn anything. It was not just a single sighting either. Blaster. We cannot afford any delays. I will protect the populated areas as usual. Medi will go to the site. Mr. Looker, you will stand by. We will ask you to handle backup. Are you alright, Chief? I think you're pushing yourself too far. If you would agree, I'd be happy to go into the field myself this time and... I'm fine. I can still handle this. I have you to watch my back after all, don't I? Yes, ma'am. I'll be off for now. Medi, I wish you fortune in battle. Don't push yourself too hard, Chief. Please be careful. These are for you. Your Pokeballs known as Beast Balls for the mission. Madam Wick finished analyzing the data on the previous UV, and so on. Please tell me about the current one. Sightings in 2 locations, the desert and Mali Garden. Highly likely that the creatures are on the move around the island. 2 specimens. I never did go into the desert, did I? I suppose it is right here. I could, but... eh. The garden is easier, I think. And also, it seems like a more immediate problem that it's in the freaking city. So it seems like a wise idea to take care of this one. Whoops, that's the wrong buttons. guys know you're in danger, right? Oh, I didn't fight you before. Now let's see. Max Repel. And here we go. Meet Celesteela, also known as Blaster, also known as 3 question marks. This is a rather tanky one. And also, a very interesting thing. Let's go with the usual paralyze and poke strategy. Gorefield is our bait for today. Tanking up, okay. Well, I'm going to be using special attacks in all likelihood. That's an interesting thing to have, Seed Bomb. I believe you are steel flying? So I should not use lightning. But you can increase your speed and decrease your weight. Your arm things there look like bamboo, and your center body looks kind of like some sort of elaborate dress. I think I saw a theory that you were based on Kaguya. Like, not the Toho one, the one that Toho one's based on. The legend. I can sort of see that. Oh. Didn't give that beast ball the time of day, huh? At least I've got a ton of those left. I don't have a ton of beasts left to get. So that should be okay. I'll just weaken you a bit more then. You're a tougher one. There we go. Celesteela registered. An unidentified Pokémon. One kind of Ultra Beast. Witnesses have seen it burn down a forest by expelling gas from its 2 arms. What an interesting creature. Let's see what your personality type is. Careful. Special attack down? Wait, no. Wait, yes. Gah. I think that's acceptable. I think you're more of an attack-based, but you can be either. Right. Now let's heal up and get the other one. The max repel strategy makes this a lot easier. Do you have a face or not? Can't really tell. Well, it allegedly has a head if it's gonna use Skull Bash, but... And it's zooming in on its top, so I guess that's its head, or face. It looks like it has small eyes and maybe a mouth. And now for the Beast Ball. This one was more cooperative. And is adamant. That is probably a promising thing. UBs have been taken care of. Now that didn't take very long, so we can probably cover the next one too, which I think is the last one. We can draw this story to a conclusion. I must call the chief back at once, as usual. Finish sending the data to the usual people. We should learn everything there is to know about Celesteela, also known as the UB Blaster. We've also had word from HQ. There's only one UB left for us to take care of. We had our hands full with so many individuals for this last UB. It's a rather dangerous situation. But you were alright, Chief? Yes, of course. Both me and my Pokémon were fine. And of course we ran into some difficult situations. Being surrounded by the UBs and outflanked by them made it rather touch and go for a while, as I'd feared. What is it, Mr. Looker? You've been acting rather odd for a while now, haven't you? No, it's nothing. Could it be about our long-delayed feast? Oh, yes, indeed. What a disaster that you found me out. The truth is I'm starving, just starving. How is Snorlax Fields? I know exactly now. Heh, how hopeless you are, Mr. Looker. I suppose we have been putting it off for a rather long time. You must be hungry indeed. Allow me to take the point this time and find a delicious restaurant for us all. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but I'm actually quite famished myself. So you two stay here and relax while I go find us a place to eat. The chief can't take much more of this. She must be exhausted. She acts particularly cheery when she's feeling unwell to hide her weakness from others. I know it may be a bit late for this, but there's something I'd like to tell you. Something that happened about 10 years ago now. I came to the Alola region at that time as part of a 3-person team to eradicate a UB. Of course, we did not know them as UBs back then. It was simply a dangerous creature. My team succeeded in chasing down the UB, and then we tried to put an end to it. But somebody screwed up. Nanu. This half-hearted fool here felt sorry for the monster, even if only for a moment. That moment was enough to get the 3rd member of our team done in by the UB. This I cannot deny. I made an error of judgment. I failed to consider the fact that she was not trained for combat. She was just bait for the UB. And the international police knew it. The UBs relentlessly seek out those who've passed through an ultra wormhole. The passage must change them somehow, as though they've been bathed in some energy, something that the beasts can smell or sense. It is thought that the UBs can track such people as those sniffing them out. It's not like the monsters came here by choice. They don't want to be here. So they smell that familiar scent and think there'll be a wormhole that they'll get home. Nano, you called her bait. She really was, wasn't she? Faller. That's what the international police calls them. Humans who appear from an ultra wormhole. And those who are bathed in a great deal of the energy that pours out from them. She had come through a wormhole. She was from another world. And she was put on our team to help draw the UB to us. And now you're repeating history. You've got a faller right here, haven't you? That's right, girl. I'm talking about you. Yes, it's true. She passed through an ultra wormhole. Medi was exposed to the energy, so she may indeed be a faller. But I'm back. I'm sorry, young Medi, but let us continue this talk another time. I'm sorry, you two. I couldn't get a reservation at the restaurant. Seems like it's a very popular place. Hey, Missy. Mr. Nanu, I didn't realize you were here. Another one of those monsters appeared, this time on Pony Island. I'll tell you more when we get there. We'll meet at a floating restaurant in Seafolk Village. This next one seems like a real tough opponent. Be sure you're ready for it. Oh, yes, of course we will. Thank you again, Mr. Nanu. Mr. Looker? Is everything alright? Of course, it is fine. Not a problem at all. I will make my way to the floating restaurant at Pony Island. Once you're ready, please do come and join us there. So it's on to Pony next. I'll be counting on you, Medi. Let us meet again at the floating restaurant in Seafolk Village. Will do. Will do right now. First healing. Everyone loves healing. Now this one, the last one, I believe, there's only one of them, so it's a one-off, so I might have to do a reset. Which I'm sure will be super fun and exciting. Which one of these is the restaurant? Probably this one, because it has what appears to be a fork and knife on it. So you came, young Medi. The chief's already left to set up protection around populated areas. You sent her off to the wrong location? What choice did I have? She's reaching her limit. We have to force her to stand by to regain her strength. So now we can finish our little talk. You've got one follower right here. And the other one is Annabelle, though I don't think she knows it herself. Nanu and we found her 10 years ago, unconscious on the shore of this very island. We just finished our mission here. She'd lost most of her memories, but 4 things she could tell us. That her name was Annabelle, that she came from the Hoenn region. She'd protected some tower there, and she was a powerful trainer. Then she was placed under observation by the international police. All because they detected an insane amount of ultra-wormhole energy from her. It may be that she was wandering lost in the wormhole for some time. Regardless of that, she then entered the international police herself. And then got promoted right up past you, her senior, is that it? Gotta hand it to the international police. They really are terrible. Using the same strategy and setting up another faller, even though the same thing had failed before. Your assumptions, you're half right in. However, this mission she chose herself. Perhaps something in her laments, whether she's conscious of it or not. Perhaps she feels some grief over the fate of the UB, which came to this world just as she did. But she's still a faller. It's her fate to be targeted by the UBs. With a faller right before them, the UBs will run wild with excitement. No matter how good she might be, everyone has their limits. That's why I'd hoped to distract the UBs, to divert some of their attention. That's why I asked you to help with the catching of the UBs. But you're out of luck now. With Annabelle in that condition, she'll be done for if she runs into any UBs now. Yes, and I imagine that the false lead I sent her out on will not buy us much time. But before we're out of time, girl, how about a battle with me? No problem, I guess. What a good little girl you are. Let's go. Well, okay, sure. I'll fight you again. Even though I have one member of my team who's essentially useless. Okay, maybe not completely useless. Could be more useful. Can't pass up an opportunity to have this song again, though. I'll just try and take you out quickly. Should be able to just moonblast everyone. Thunderbolt, huh? I guess you can do that. Ah, crap. That's fine. I can still defeat you. Oh. That probably won't be enough anyways. Yeah. Man, Absol is still a great Pokemon. Let's hope High Jump Kick doesn't miss. Oh, more Aerial Ace. Yeesh. I guess it makes sense for Dark types to have Aerial Ace on hand. And Honchkrow. Probably should have sent out Honchkrow earlier and tried to deal with the Grass type. Looks like you got me. I like Nanu. That'll do, girl. I think that'll do fine. Don't let me down. I won't. 000. Well then, young Medi, it's time to get down to work, is it not? Our final UB, codenamed Glutton. Nanu said he'd lead it deep in the heart of Resolution Cave. Well then. Beast Balls as usual. This is your final assignment. First, my young friend, the regular reports. Finish analyzing the data. Should speak with Madam Wick. And usual. Alright. Resolution Cave, huh? I don't think I've been there. I'm not sure right off where that is. Let's find it. It's here on Pony Island somewhere. Is the meadow the path to the cave? Hang on. Does look like there might be a cave over there. Perhaps we should find out next time. So until then, thank you for watching.